Hello, America. You know, one of the things this country you hear everybody on TV talking about, we the people. The one saying that you don't hear no more is that united we stand, divided we fall. That was the most important thing. And this country is so divided now. How you going to stand when nobody can agree? If you watch this government debate things, they don't debate. They argue like school kids. They're not even close to each other's ideas or ideologies. We have such a mixture of what this country now believes in. I believe a lot of it has to do with because not everybody in this country was born here in America and believes only in the American ways. Sorry about the motorcycle going by. Um, I really believe this president had a great chance to turn this country around. I believe through his advisors, he's probably making a lot of mistakes. Because I personally believe Obama's a smart person. I just some of the ideas and some of the things he's working on. When he ran for president, I was all for him. I believed in a lot of things he said. But what he says and what he does is two different things. I see a lot of trouble for this country, and I'm talking about within months. I don't think we're waiting until next year. I think this year, 2012, and not because of all the hype of the 2012 thing and all that. I believe this year we're going to see a major, major event happen. And I think we're running out of time. And as long as our government, right now, if you ask me, when I watch them debate, when I watch the media, when I watch these politicians on talk shows, I don't recognize anybody anymore. They're just cutthroat arguments. I said this before. If this country was they act like we're a train headed to a wreck. As far as I'm concerned, our train is already wrecked. We're in the recovery mode and trying to repair things and see who we can save. We're not headed for the crash. We've already crashed. Just look at the millions of people who can't feed their families. That'll tell you that. The thing is, when I see all these debates going on, it really upsets me because let's put this in easy layman terms. If you were rushed into an ER from a major accident and you had multiple injuries, you had head trauma, you had internal bleeding, do you think they'd be working on the broken hand first? Do you think they'd be working on the broken leg first? Well, that's what this government's doing. This country has became a train wreck right now, with trillions of dollars being printed and dumped and nothing coming out of it. I don't want to hear, well, this worked and that worked. For that kind of money, we should see much greater results. We got to stop acting like we're a train headed for a wreck and start acting like we've already wrecked and we need to act urgently. I mean, we're on TV debating about birth control and different other. This is what I mean by if somebody was to come in with the same amount of injuries that this country has right now, and in humans with bodies formed from an accident, you would need a team of doctors working on this person because there'd be so many major things going on at once. Not just one person could do it. But I look at all the hard things we need to be addressing and fixing, and all they're talking about is things that really should be on the back burner. I mean, we're having every night debates about birth control, whether it should be paid for by healthcare and all that. When you have people out there can't feed their kids, I really believe that we've lost common sense in so many ways. And I'm sorry if I was to have a show, if I was to be talking, I don't want to discuss these things. Let the other media or people discuss it. I wanted to discuss the most important things that's going on. And I'm sorry, I run businesses. You sit down, you look over the project. If you're not smart enough to figure out what works, what don't work, and what looks good and don't look good, and you keep making bad choices, maybe it's time for you, to step down. I'm not saying I mean, look at the healthcare. 83% of the country, I believe, voted against it and vote, yet it still went through. The government has decided whatever it wants to do, it's going to push through. And the Republicans are acting like little children. I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. I'm an American. I want what's best for America. I know people say, oh, independent, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. No. I believe in the American way. I believe in the values I was raised on. And I'll tell you what, they're a lot further from where they are now. We're running out of time. And I believe we're going to see some very, very, very nasty stuff coming up real soon. And I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I don't like to see people suffer. I don't like to see people in pain. I don't like to see people scratching their head how they're going to feed their kids today. So I would love to be wrong. But I really feel like I'm watching third world country debates. It's I just don't know where everybody stands anymore. And I love this country. I served this country, not in the military, but in law enforcement. And I like to think I did a lot of good when I was out there and helped a lot of people. This government isn't doing it. They see things they want, they get tunnel vision, and they go after, and they don't care who they have to steamroll over. Now, I made a couple of things where I sent to the White House saying, I have two plans I would love the president just to take a look at. I believe if he was going to take on the health insurance, and oh my God, I got something that he could have done that would have been a much bigger help to this country and affected everybody. But I've sent things to the White House and different things, and I guess he doesn't want to listen to what I have to say. And it's a shame, because I've talked this over with a lot of different people who simply just love and think it was a unbelievable idea. And I would love some way to get this in front of the president. But I'm not going to give it to nobody but the president. Anyway, America, God bless you all, whatever your beliefs are. Try to keep the faith. Try to keep pushing every day, because it's getting rougher and rougher, not better. They like to make us think it's getting better out there, but it's not. Things are getting tougher. May God bless you and your family and watch over you, and try to have as much prosperity as you can for this year. Thank you for listening.